Considering that North Korea is the last Stalinist People's Republic in the world, it is tempting to imagine that the interpretation of its cinema would require an altogether different set of concerns from popular cultural studies. However, in order to recognize a minimal comparability between North Korean cinema and its supposed others, we only have to consider that Soviet theories and practices of socialist realist filmmaking in the 30s and 40s, which would come to have a strong impact upon the North Korean film industry during the Soviet occupation between 45 and 48, were greatly concerned with the popularization of cinema. So popularization was part of the theory and practice of socialist realism from the 1930s onward. Manufacturing the popularity of socialist realism in the Soviet Union involved criticizing the formalism of avant-gardes like early Eisenstein and Podovkin, and relied upon heavy borrowing from the mode of production of the classical Hollywood system. It was these popularized socialist realist films, including the later productions of the Stalin personality cult, which were the first imports to Soviet-occupied North Korea during the establishment of the DPRK in 48 and its film industry in 47, which actually preceded the formation of the state. In the little scholarship that exists on North Korean cinema, there are three common terms used to describe it: socialist realism, Juche realism, and melodramatic realism. So part of my intention in reading North Korean cinema as popular culture is to get at what is meant by realism in these descriptions. The first term, socialist realism, obviously emphasizes the Stalin-era Soviet influence. Juche realism obviously emphasizes national narrative and other ideological content that adheres to the discourses of Juche, or the subject, the official national ideology from the late 1960s until Kim Il-sung's death in '94. The final term, melodramatic realism, emphasizes the fusion between melodramatic and realist aspects. Depictions of excessive emotion, suffering, and victimization are situated within a Manichaean moral and political universe, presumably with the intention of revealing the historical reality of the nation.